I'll let y'all come under here with me and we'll take a look and see. The belt that I'm going to be changing is this one. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that thing is just crazy loose. So that goes way up here. Inside of there. Almost looks like you have to drop this thing down to get that off. Yeah. It goes through these two hooks here. See, I might have to study this setup a little bit before I take it apart, just so I can make sure that I can get it back together. I'm guessing this here mechanism is the clutch. I don't know if that belt will go in. I'm going to have to put the camera down so I can get all my hands on here and wiggle some things around while I figure out what goes where, I think. Okay, one of the things I like about being able to video is I can see how things go and then put them back. So here's how this looks so far. This little pin that holds the belt in, it just pulls down and then you can move it out of the way. That's going to let me drop the belt down as soon as I get some slack in it. This also pulls down to let me get that belt out from in there. So I just need to make sure that I know that the belt goes around this side of the pulley. It runs straight to the back pulley. It runs back up to this little thing right here. This is like a spring-loaded hydraulic thing that probably works the mechanism that throws this into the gear. So the belt runs around this, back around that, and back up to here. So by videoing that, if I forget, I can't make out how to get it back on there, then we'll have something to go by. So hopefully there's some springs back there that'll drop down that'll let me get that belt off of the rear end. And then we'll put the new one on. That's the hope and the plan. Okay, here's what I figured out. I had to take the wheel off back there. And I had to take the wheel off that was, oh, where was that other wheel? Right up in there somewhere. There was two wheels. That's the second one there right in front of the big pulley. I was able to lift the belt up over that pulley, over that fan, and get it off. Here's the belt here. Now it comes over this bar. This is a steering bar, but I think if I turn this steering, I can slide it over and out of here. Maybe not. I might have to take this steering piece loose to get it off of that. But it needs to come off of this pulley and drop down and around. And then I have another one of these spring things, but I think if I move this spring thing, I could get that out of there, I think. And then I'm going to have to disconnect this clutch wire to pull it out through there. And yeah, after that I'll just be getting it away from the steering thing. So let me just focus on one thing at a time. I think the spring that I had my hand on a while ago needs to move some more. Maybe the other side needs to drop down. I'm not sure which. Alright, I got to put y'all down again so I can get both hands on this thing. Okay, we got that belt off there, so the next thing to do is get it out over the steering rod. And then we can put the whole new one back on there and start putting all the pieces back together. This thing here, the way this belt went around this clutch pulley is, this is a spring-loaded thing right here, and you have to kind of prise that spring back and waddle it out up in here. And then you have to disconnect the electric to the clutch. And that lets this go. So the only thing holding on here now is this thing's in the way. Okay, I got his old belt off, and that's what she looks like. If you ever wondered what a wore-out belt looks like, it looks like that. Just saying.